Good morning, Sean again. It's about 9:30 in the morning, Wednesday morning. So I was correct. So yesterday when I was here for 3 hours watching these guys, they were setting up a liner in that corner of the pit. And I left at about 11:30 yesterday and was unable to get back here because I ended up having a flat tire, missed my appointment, and then I went and played with puppies. So yeah. That was much better than watching morons lay out toxic soil liners. So here comes a truck. That looks like it's, not sure who it is. Could be Todd, could be Gary, could be Bob. It's definitely not Raymond because he keeps his pretty little face out of here because, that way he can honestly say, I don't know what's going on up there. So these guys are now moving this pile of poo that showed up on either Thursday evening or Friday. And they are dumping it over the side of the pit. That's where it's going. So they are alternating. They do about, looks like about 6 loads of the toxic soil. And then they throw in some sand, which is behind that little excavator there. So they're mixing soil. Here comes another employee going towards the big articulating truck. Maybe he's going to turn it off. Seems to be idling the whole time. That's a waste of gas, don't you think? Yep, turned it off. It's been idling the whole time that I've been here, and I've been here for a good 15, 20 minutes now. So, yeah. So this guy here is throwing contaminated soil over the side. Now I don't know where this contaminated soil came from because, well, it wasn't here on Thursday when I was here. It showed up. So things that make you go, because there's an injunction in place from Justice McKenzie that says they're not allowed to have contaminated soil in here. They're not allowed to move any anymore, not unless they go for another injunction and ask for another permission to dump loads like they did with Justice Kirkpatrick, and she gave him permission to dump 105,000 tons of soil while using her precedent-setting decision from Peachland to make this decision, like saying, I'm right because I already said I'm right. So these dudes are now going to have a conversation, and let's see if we can hear it. Done talking, couldn't hear anything. I wonder if they watched my live video. And now he's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. There's a guy over there in the SMA, the soil management area, the big tent, and he's sweeping out the floor. He is not wearing a respirator, and that is not good, dude, because you are inhaling PCBs, furans, dioxins, and hydrocarbons, and that is not going to be good for your lungs. You really need to watch videos on these oil and fracking employees that are now dying horrible deaths because they worked with toxics that they weren't told about. We've told you about these toxins, but you don't want to hear it because you've got a big paycheck. Kind of like that logger that just tried to log on the Elphinstone Mountain, and my friends got in his way. He was drunk and he was logging erratically, and he threatened them with his feller buncher. So his paycheck apparently is more important than a forest or my friends' lives. Gives you an idea of the characters we're dealing with here. It's all bribery, corruption, and organized crime. I long for the days where the trucks will be stopped, and this will be bioremediated, and we can all live in harmony, and our water will be safe. That is my wish for this world. I will do the best to bring it forward. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go home. Actually, I'm gonna go get my tire replaced now because people donated money so I can now afford to get my spare tire replaced so I'm not driving around without one, because that's just silly. And if I had done that yesterday, I would have been stuck on the top of the mountain here. Anyways, thank you, Tom, for changing my tire. I appreciate it. And thank you to the people that donated to the tire fund. Off I go.